Okie dokes. This is episode. I think it's number 10. I think we've done number 10 now. Yes, number 10. This is one that's unusual to a lot of folks. It's very simple. It's called They Took the Sheffield Out of Sheffield Eagles. Now, unbeknownst to a lot of fans, it started with the Avec jersey in 97 when Gary left the club. There was a new badge that came on. It was at Eagles' head, and it said the Eagles. And if you look closely in the mate, it said Sheffield Eagles on it. So you had to look really closely to find. I'll take my glasses off now. You had to really find the word Sheffield really tightly from 97 on any Sheffield Eagles things. And the two shirts didn't go down very well. Very simply, they wanted this to look like Arsenal. And if they wanted to be really clever, they would look like Rotherham Football Club. It didn't look like a football shirt. It didn't look like a rugby shirt, sorry. It looked like a football. But anyway, this new jersey design came out in August 97 when Mike Turner did this thing where he was going to have... Sheffield Eagles had changed their colours from red and gold to red and white. And all of a sudden it went red, white and blue. So we was going to drop, for the first time in years... in 10 years, the fact that we wasn't going to play in red, white and gold. Our official colours was red, white and blue. And the Pepsi shirt, as it was at the time, and it said Eagles on the badge. Now, everybody was looking at this badge, and a lot of us was like, it doesn't say Sheffield. They're moving. They're moving us. The Rugby Football League going to move Sheffield to another part of the country. Birmingham was mentioned as a possible thing. Coventry, Northampton. There was a lot of places where they were saying that we're going to send Sheffield to. They was going to move us out of Sheffield because Sheffield had been removed from the badge. So they were saying, oh yeah, Sheffield's going. And I'm like, well, what's going on here? And I couldn't believe it at the time. So, excuse me, sorry about that. And so I was like going, oh, I wonder. And nobody was denying it, but nobody was confirming it either. And there was a lot of people talking about what exactly is going to happen with this. So through 97, everything started. 98, it was the same badge. It was worn during the Wembley run. You see it on all the gear. And in 98, the badge came off the shirt completely, to be replaced by LG. We didn't have the club badge on the jersey from May. The only time we had it was on the away shirt, which was a different version of the Wembley. It didn't say Wembley on it anyway, but it was the same design, but it didn't say Wembley on the top. It just was the normal kit that everybody wore for the rest of the season. And so people got that, but it didn't say Sheffield on anything. It just said Eagles. Now, Mike Turner started a fans forum and said the reason why is this, it's easier to market. But a lot of people said, well, I don't come from Eagles. I come from Sheffield. And my team is Sheffield Eagles. But it doesn't say on the badge. It just says Eagles. And that was the one thing. It was like, oh my God. And nobody could get it. Because the only people that was getting argued about it was the Sheffielders. We was going mental because it was like, well, where's the bloody name Sheffield? I live in Sheffield. That's where I was born. And to turn around and say, oh, yeah, we're going to play Eagles. I was like, no, we play for Sheffield Eagles, not Eagles. And we were going out, right, they're going to move us to Birmingham. It's Birmingham Eagles. It's Northampton Eagles. It was anywhere they didn't have a rugby league team, they was going to move us. They were moving the club. And we was going to be part of this expansion of Super League. What everybody was clamouring for. And it really, really got to us. And I remember having a chat with Mike Turner and said, what have you done? And he just says, well, it's marketing purposes. That's all it was. It was to do with marketing. It made Eagles more marketable. In fact, where have I got it? Hold on, I've got the badge. That's the badge. That's the badge in question. Look, Eagles. It didn't say Sheffield on it. Look, it just says Eagles. This was the badge from late 97 to the end of 1999. It didn't say Sheffield. That's exactly the badge we're talking about. So, it was going on and on and on. And then 99, they had this fans forum where they were representing, everybody was giving out the jerseys, everybody was giving out the things. And it was one of the things. And Ralph Rimmer, Mike Turner stood at the front, and it was Ted Dowd, the ex-kitman, because I was the kitman in 99. And Ted put his hand up and he says, "What's happening with that badge? I'm from Sheffield. I support Sheffield Eagles. Why isn't the Sheffield on the badge?" And they all both looked at each other and went, it's a marketing ploy. That's all he ever said. It was a marketing ploy. And it was like, well, no, and you asked the players, who did you play for? Sheffield Eagles. But the only people that didn't bother about it was the chief exec and the marketing manager. Said it was to make it more marketable. They've just had to said Eagles on it. And it's wrong. You look at any other team in rugby league, their name was on them badges. Wigan Warriors, Cass Tigers, Wakefield Trinity Wildcats, Leeds Rhinos, Bradford Bulls. Every club had their full name. Eagles didn't. So the rumours of us being moved was never denied, and it was never confirmed, and it was always there. It was the same old stuff every time. Well, Sheffield Eagles, we're not moving, got no plans to move. And then everybody knows what happens at the end of 1999. So the badge in question, when the club restarted, it was just the first thing I remember saying to Mark and everything is can we have Sheffield back on the badge? This is the first badge after the rebirth. This is what I'm wearing this for. This was our first proper badge after the rebirth. Look, Sheffield was there, and Eagles was put there. I always said it was called Eagles Sheffield because that's where he looked. He looked at it, but no, it's Sheffield Eagles. Sheffield Eagles. There you go. This is the badge this is the first badge that we had after the thing. And he went back to having Eagles on the badge back in 2003, 2004. Because there was a black kit and then there was a white kit in 2003. And it just said Eagles. But then we went back to this one. So it was always going to be this. And this badge was always be one of the favourites. This is always because of the Eagles motif and everything was that. But it's hard to think that 9 letters on a badge like that could cause so much of a outcry. The fact that it was the fact that between 1997 and 1999, the word Sheffield was not on Sheffield Eagles badge on any Sheffield Eagles jersey. And it caused a lot of aggro. So, but it's another one of the episodes of this series that is going to take people and going, oh, I didn't know about that. It's not a big one because it's only a short bit of the history. But you ask all the players, at no point on any of the kits, even on our greatest day, 1998, it didn't say Sheffield on the badges. It just said Eagles. And I'm proud to come from Sheffield. I always have, always will be. But for them years, it weren't important. It even took the badge off the jersey in 98 and 99. They took the badge off and just said LG. They even took the badge off the home jersey, which really, really hacked me off. Because I went, you're putting sponsor over the top of a proper jersey. Now, the second jersey and the away one in 99, both had them, got them jerseys. But the home one didn't. It was a disaster. It was heartbreaking, and it was wrong. And a lot of people don't get it, but the Sheffield contingent and everything about it, we get it, and we are hacked, and we pissed off about it. And it really it's like you just couldn't do it, could you? You just can't have a badge that says Rhinos. You couldn't have a badge that says Tigers and things like that. I mean, I know in rugby league in Australia now, but this is 23 years later. This is 25 years ago that the Sheffield disappeared from the Eagles. So, I mean, what else are we supposed to do? What else was supposed to happen? It was just another chapter in the crazy, crazy life of being a Sheffield Eagles fan. It really, really was. And God bless it. Also, this week we had the reunion. On Tuesday night, we had the reunion of the 1998 team where they were given their heritage certificates and so forth. It was a wonderful night to see it with John Keir. It was wonderful to see Tim Adams, the ex-chairman of Sheffield Eagles, who was there. And there should have been some other people there, but there wasn't. Most of the team were there. Some people sent videos from the other side of the world. Rod Doyle and all the other guys that's in Australia. And that was a great time to see that. A wonderful night by anybody. And thank you very much to everybody. Thanks to the Heritage Project for putting that together. And everybody else about the things. But it was a wonderful night. And I'm glad to have been a small little part. Although I wasn't even mentioned once. Everybody forgot about it, Freddie. Everybody forgot about the mascot that year. What can I say? My memories are lords. But no, it was a great night. But it's like I said, this episode has been about the Sheffield gets removed from Sheffield Eagles, which a lot of people don't know the story. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Give us everything. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Sheffield Eagles Memories. Take care, guys. Good night. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.